probably make much better use of this space because it is a tiny homeschool than when we had a plethora of room before. I feel like I was all over the place. Like, I did not think that I would be able to create a homeschool space when we moved and downsized from our when we downsized from our 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home and moved into a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. But we've done it, or I've seemed to figure out a solution that's working for us. My name's Ryder. I am a homeschool mom, a stay-at-home mom from the state of Texas, and I'm homeschooling for the very first time, for the very first ever. And today, I honestly just wanted to give you a tour, especially if you were like, I want to homeschool. Okay. What do I need? What can it look like? And just needing some inspiration. You know how you go to Pinterest, you can get like inspiration. This is your inspiration, your YouTube inspiration, whatever. But anyways, let's just get right into today's video. And this is our homeschool. So the other side is literally our family room, but we've got our dry erase board here. Our calendar, which kind of sets the tone for like the classroom area. And then we've got the kids' little table, their little timers and pencil organizers. We've got I think our little library honestly sets the tone with our books everywhere and our basket of books. These little baskets underneath the bench are very helpful because it's just extra storage for our materials without being so overwhelming. And then our calendar is on the travel board, so it just makes it easy. Like, it sets the tone for the homeschool, but when we're finished, that literally takes me less than 30 seconds to fold it up and slide it either behind the books here or behind the entertainment center. And the same thing for the dry erase board. So it's literally, when we're done, it's literally just the books here with the baskets underneath, which still allows us full access to like our patio. We've got the books here and the table. I might still put like the little markers and matte pencils and things underneath the bench, but for the most part, I kind of just leave the table here, or I might move it into like this space here. The kids like use it when they're playing or working on a coloring book, or they get their tablets, or it's still very useful, especially in the day and age of slime. So this is how we make our tiny, sorry for all the noise, our tiny homeschool work. This is literally just like a sight word list. I think I either got this off of Teachers Pay Teachers or like maybe our state educational website. And we have obviously a reading curriculum, but this just kind of helps us to stay on target. And a lot of these words he kind of goes over in the curriculum, but it's just practice and just keeps it on our mind. When we were in our home, I did have a lot of posters, but now I don't really keep a lot of that. My children still seem to retain just as much with like videos and bookwork and, you know, songs and I don't know, all the things that I don't know necessarily if the posters are necessary. At least I'm hoping they're not. So yeah, whenever let me show you this. Okay, so right in the kitchen, on the kitchen island is where I keep, okay, so this cabinet, this is our math curriculum box. It literally has every single thing we need, like the curriculum, pattern blocks, all of the math supplies are in here in this little wicker basket. Tucks perfectly right in here. Some games are back there too. And then I have the reading curriculum in a little basket as well. Fits perfectly right in here. And this right now is like our primary focus, math and reading. I plan to do like some science curriculum and some social studies. And then everything's still pretty close. I do keep some things in here in this little hallway hutch. But even with it being pretty close, for some reason, it just still seemed a little far to me. So I don't really use it that much. But we can look in here and see what's in here. And this is like honestly something that I did. This is literally realistic. Okay, I didn't like set this up. So some paper. This is pretty. Maybe which side's better. This is something I got off of Amazon when I knew we wanted to homeschool, but we weren't starting a curriculum yet. And these little blocks just kind of change out, and I've got cards. I've got some paint supplies down here, brushes, paint, flashcards, paper, our coloring books, and busy books, and educational stuff. And this is pretty cool. The kids pull this out all the time. This is a human body one that I hadn't finished setting up. maybe it's not that necessary for me to take it out. But it's a busy book of anatomy and physiology that I want to go over with the kids. But anyways, we used to kind of keep some of our primary things in here, but we don't anymore. And this just has some like spare things in it. Yeah, and it's not that far, but like I want everything as close as possible. What I do have is this little little magnetic board with our letter tiles on it. That kind of gives you an idea of our homeschool setup. Like I said, this literally closes down, and maybe I should close it down so you can see how clean this looks. I think I was more focused on like having an area designated to homeschooling, but at the same time it being able to close down and us being able to like live in our space without it being so overwhelming. So anyways, and here's a quick look at what everything looks like when the trifold boards and dry erase boards are packed away. I love that it's clean and it's still like, I don't know, learning and inviting. So however I can neatly and quaintly display our books and a space to sit down and be creative, and like I've got our little table here to the side, which I think that's going to be probably essential. Now, if you've got a dining table and maybe some little baskets or something that you can put next to it, then I think that'll work just as fine too. But I do like our little table because it just offers plenty of seating and a designated like kids spot that's theirs. So with us moving into an apartment, when you're in a home, you can get shelves and these big cabinets and organizers, but being in an apartment, we have a lot less space to work with. I didn't want to take up so much wall space, and this is honestly a bench, and it's got like scripture written on it, and for the longest we use it sometimes as like our quiet time bench, or not quiet time, but like time out, honestly, or what was it called, our thinking bench, where we needed to sit down and have a moment to ourselves and think about our behavior. In a small space, I don't want to see this up every day, every 5 seconds. I want it to be out mainly Monday through Thursday. If, you know, the books and stuff are out, I think that's like, I don't know, it's like decor and it's pleasing to the eye for me. That might sound kind of vain. Whatever. We've got to live here. So I want us to do school, but I don't want it to be like somebody turn the fun house off. Okay, it's like going on a carousel is nice and it's fun and it's, you know, I don't know, you got the colors and the music, but if I'm got to be in the carousel 24/7, no, I don't want to go. Okay, so yeah, so the main important things with a tiny homeschool are you are honestly just going to want things that are compact and are small. You're able to tuck them away or fold them up like the trifold board, or these little baskets that could honestly easily fit on the side of a table or underneath a bench, or, you know, within a cabinet space, something like that. So before you buy something or purchase something for your homeschool, is it compact and is it meaningful? I think are the big key things to keep in mind whenever you are setting up your homeschool, and you're in a tiny homeschool. I feel like even the smaller space just brings so much more and births so much more creativity for me and my kids. And I probably make much better use of this space because it is a tiny homeschool than when we had a plethora of room before. I feel like I was all over the place. Like I said, posters, nauseating posters, and hi guys. Got a little visitor. Okay, so like I was saying, we probably definitely make a better use of our space now that it is tiny. I think sometimes when you have a large amount of space or even like a large budget, it can kind of get messy. But when everything is like compact and you know what you have to fit within, you sometimes make a better decisions financially and more creatively and more meaningful. So anyways, I hope smash that like button. Okay, bye guys. We'll see you in our next one. Happy homeschooling. Bye guys. Happy homeschool. Make sure to tell your mom you want to bake cupcakes with them. I think it's okay guys, we gotta let them go. They're busy people. All right, bye.